Good morning and welcome to my live stream. Here we are fighting CPS with your host, Bob Pace. And please hang on to your children. It's a warm welcome because I know what you're going through. It's a very, very hard time for dealing with CPS. What I call CPS, the Child Protection System. And in this hour-long live stream, I try to help all of you with my experiences in CPS. I'm not an attorney, but I'm a victim of CPS. I've been fighting them for 15 years. I too have my children stolen, trafficked, and alienated. They were hurt and damaged, and I lost my home, and it's been very difficult finding work because of CPS. And I had to lose my home because I needed to sell it to get money to hire an attorney. That's right, you have to hire an attorney because you're dealing with an agency that's gone rogue, especially in my case. They did retaliation and stole my daughter. I got back 2 of my kids, but it's been a very frustrating battle. I'm not here really to talk too much about my case. You may ask me and I can talk about later. But the loss of your daughter is really something very precious. Anyway, I'm here to help you. I have come up with 5 rules, and they're really simply, not going to spend time to go through them. Rule 1 is to get an attorney, and you need to get the right kind of attorney, a juvenile law, family law, dependency law attorney who's fought CPS and won cases. Also, you need to shop around. We have an attorney, his name is Vincent Davis. I strongly recommend that you talk to him and consider him as one of your 3 possibilities for attorney in your matter. You need to find 3 attorneys. And as I say, one of them can be Vincent Davis. He has 39 years of experience. He also, not only is he a professional juvenile law, family law, dependency law attorney, he's also sued CPS and won millions of dollars. He's get back thousands of kids. He's once a foster care himself, so he knows it is. Good morning, Livingston, and welcome again. And I always appreciate your blessings, so thank you. We need to talk more specifically about CPS questions, Livingston, so it's important that we deal with that. Livingston is very fortunate. He's in LA County, and Vincent W. Davis is representing him. Now, I'm open to questions and answers. The way we work in here, if you want to text a comment or a question, I'm happy to hear from you. But it must be about CPS, and please show your first name and your city, our county, and the state, and also the country. Yes, I mean country because this is a worldwide web. We have a lot of countries that have texted in or called in. So far to date, I've had 21 countries from around the world. Indonesia, Bangladesh, India, the Middle East, Africa, up to Europe, over to North America, Canada, all the 50 states. Somebody has called in, and even some more. And then also the District of Columbia, then down to Mexico and South America, then over the Pacific to New Zealand and Australia. So those are some of the countries that are represented. Now, I've talked to over 1,000 people, and they all have something in common. They had some type of social impact. They either lost a job, their funds are depleted, they had a hurricane disaster, a rain disaster, a fire disaster in LA. These are things that the CPS agencies are persecuting parents. They say you don't have a home, but their home burned down, or a home washed down the river, or there's natural disasters beyond their control. It behooves me that FEMA has not sent in motorhomes, trailers, mobile homes by helicopter. You can drop them in on their driveway if it's still standing, or clearing away from the river. Or in the cases of fire, clear away the debris and put it there, and then you can do all your hookups. There's already gas and water, electricity to each of those homes. So they can live temporary in a nice housing, and those units are sitting there collecting dust. And I'm sure that the people there would give good prices and be certainly a lot cheaper than putting them up in in hotels or motels. And that's my suggestion to solve that problem. I don't know where the red tape is or anything on that. So, anyway, also, besides tell me who you are and where you're from, also tell me as much as you can by case. Start at the beginning and bring it up to the present. So that's one way. Another way is to be a guest on my live stream. To be a guest, all you have to do is write an email to my show producer, Grace at vincentwdavis.com, and she'll gladly put you on my live stream. I'm broadcast on YouTube using the StreamYard application. So there'll be a link to the StreamYard application. And there, what will happen is that you'll be able to get on and talk about your case, help others here in the room, and it'll be a good thing to be a guest. And lastly is my phone number. Please call me at 626-698-0990. And I am live now, and I can take phone calls. I appreciate you only call in during my show hours, my live stream. And thank you, Livingston. I appreciate that. Well, she may not be killed, but in my heart, she's still alive. But I know that she's hurting wherever my daughter is. She's 22 now, and 10 years of her life I missed out on. You can't bring that back. Hello, Barkley, and welcome and good day to you, Barkley. It's so good to hear from you. Barkley is a regular member of family of this room, and it's good to hear from you, Barkley, and Livingston too. Now, I was telling you about some of my rules real quickly. Besides finding an attorney, you need to do documents. And an important document to do is called a timeline incident log. You need to document every incident that happens to you, whether it's by police or social workers or the school or other people, whatever it is, you need to document. You need to devote 3 lines for each incident on your paper, your notebook paper. The first line is devoted to the phone number, the location, and the date and time, and the people you talk to, people involved. The second line is a summary of what the incident's about, and the third line is the conclusion of the incident. If you don't have it, they'll leave it blank, skip a couple lines, go on the next incident. Try to record all your incidents in chronicle order, meaning the oldest one first and so forth. And that way, in 6 months' time, you'll remember them all. There could be lots of incidents. I know it's a lot of work, but document everything. You want to be able to talk to them at a public place like Starbucks, McDonald's, or the library. Try not to speak to them at their office. They'll do crazy things at office. They'll take your children and they'll try to take you. So be careful going to the office. Also, my rule number 3 is do not talk to social workers or policemen. Do not let them in your home. Do not let them take your children. And when you're meeting them outside, tell them you need your attorney present. Hmm. Okay. Bartley, I'm seeing you've talked to my show, and let me see here. I'm trying to find out if. Hold on. No, that was a little nugget. What is Bartley? I think Bartley's name is Lisa, and I think Bartley is from. Oh boy. Where is Bartley from? Yeah, I know Bartley's name is Linda Sue. I got that. And I think you're from the north, from Oregon or Washington, but I can't remember Bartley. I'm sorry. Montana. Well, it's close. That's right. Helena, Montana. Thank you, Bartley, for reminding me of that. But I'm really glad to have Livingston and Bartley in here. And please ask a question that you want me to answer, and I'll try to help you. When you meet a policeman outside, be courteous to them. Don't talk to them, and tell them that you can meet with them when you have your attorney present with you, but you need to be represented. It's so important that attorneys represent you. It's your constitutional right that in all legal matters, attorney is representing you. So that can stall some time to meet or talk to them. But you cannot ignore them, especially if it comes from a court order. You have to be really careful with court orders. You got to follow the court orders. Now, I don't have any questions. My phone number's up. I've told you about how to text and a message. I told you about how to be a guest. And being a guest or calling will qualify you for a free 15-minute private Zoom consultation with Mr. Davis. He's a real deal attorney, and you get 15 minutes for free. All you have to do is be a guest on my live stream or call in at the number 626-698-0990. Now, the other number shown there, 888-888-6582, is the law office of Vincent W. Davis. That's his office number. When you call there, make sure you tell them that Bob Pace sent you. And when you talk to reception, you can ask them all kinds of things, like what the latest live stream schedule with Vincent or with Bob Pace or with any of the other people that do it. Also, they can help you out with books and other attorneys for other legal matters, like real estate or immigration or the workplace. There's lots of legal matters they can help you out with. Lots of legal matters. Now I have a special message. Oh, we got someone called in. 406. Okay. Good morning. And this is Bob Pace.
Hello.
And welcome. And who am I speaking to?
This is Barkley up in Montana.
Oh, that's right. It's Lisa, right?
Yes, sir, it is.
I can remember that. I'm sorry to remember all the particular. How are you this morning?
Doing pretty good. I had a question about, besides the biological father, the stepfather has been in his life since he was in the womb, and they totally try to exclude him, and I don't know how they can do that.
Well, they're not supposed to, because, a family is a mixture of lots of people. They're the biological parents, but there are the grandparents, the brothers and sisters, other family members, aunts and uncles and cousins, and even step-parents. It's all part of the family. They should not be excused. That is against the law. They're going to try to, because they don't want to deal with anybody. They just interest the money thing, Lisa. It's all about money.
Awful, I know it.
I mean, that's the sad part. It is. And they have a gobs of money. They have $1 trillion business, so they can go all over the place and do all kinds of crazy things.
Well, I talked last night. I called, and since Thursday of last week, though, too, I've been calling attorneys. I supposedly have a new public defender named Emily. Kelly got an email and said that I have a new one, but I called it, and they haven't called me back, and it was Lindsay, the old one. I left a message, and then, like I said, the CPS worker, they're changing it to somebody instead of Lisa out here. Her name's Lisa as well, and changing it to somebody out of the county.
Yeah, they want to take it out of county, you said. Did they ever give you a reason?
Yeah.
Did they ever give you a reason?
No, I don't hear nothing. Nothing. It's like I'm invisible.
Have you tried?
I never even got to go to the 3-day hearing. They never even told me about that. When after this happens, I didn't get notified or anything of that. I'm live. I'm on the show. But that's not right either. But
No, it's not.
I recording, but I didn't know if you guys wanted to hear it.
What did they tell you when you weren't notified of a hearing?
I guess it just happened the day after, because I got arrested, and so I didn't get out. It was on a weekend, so I got out Monday or Tuesday, and then I think it was Wednesday when they had it, or Tuesday. And I didn't know anything about it. The lady, the CPS worker, did come into the jail, and she said, I told her right away when I said that I was more than willing to work with them at that point, because, but she wrote in the report that I was not willing, and I was refusing to cooperate.
Right.
And that's why I was interested when you said that to get the warrant, that she would have had to win on the stand. so therefore she committed perjury. And now I know I can sue the CPS worker too.
Well, yeah. Now, did they ask in court, did you serve a warrant? And she said, yes, I did.
They said they had one when they broke my door down, but I never saw it. They never gave
Now,
it.
why did they have to break the door down? Was the child screaming or yelling or being hurt on by somebody?
No, it was the girl at the tow company out here who called it in, doesn't even know me, through my friend in Spokane, Washington, who was offering to help get a vehicle running for me and my son so we'd have some wheels. And that was the only problem we had. We needed our wheels on and the skirting around our home. That was it. Dealt with, and then
yeah, I'm still trying to figure out why they break the door down, because the only time they break down is if a child is in danger.
Yeah, she had said that we hadn't been seen for 4 days, and like I said, I don't even know her. Our daughters went to dance school together. That was many years ago. But anyways, and then she said I didn't know God, and that's not true. But yeah, all I can do is take day by day.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Have you tried to talk to their supervisor or the director of CPS in Helena, Montana?
I'm going to do that. I have an appointment of somebody coming over today.
Well, you can also try the civil rights coordinator in the capital of Montana, and you can try those Doge numbers. Those Doge numbers, people are having success with them.
And what do I say when I call the Doge number?
Well, you just say that you have a CPS case that's gone wild, meaning that that you've tried to talk to the director, to the supervisors, you try to talk to the civil rights coordinator at the state level, you try to talk to the mayor, the governor, the police chief, you try to talk to all these people, and they're not responding. And so you need help, you need to intervene because you think the CPS agency is stealing money and very corrupt.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to do that, yes.
I mean, it's hard to do that, but you need to flesh them out. And so that's
right.
That's what the entity does. It's trying to make government more efficient by weeding out all the inefficient people, the people that are in there just for the money part of things. I mean, there's cases of people receiving money that have been dead for many years. There's a lady that runs a TikTok business that makes $10,000 a month doing TikTok, but still collects food stamps. See, if you're making, more than, depending on your family members, making a lot of money, and that's considered food stamps a lot of money, then you shouldn't be doing both that there. So there's a lot of corruptness. There's a lot of people that sit at home and are supposed to work for the government that do nothing. They have an overkill for people doing tasks. Like they may have 10 people doing one task that one person could do. I could go on and on. There's so much corruptness, so much abuse. That's what they're trying to weed out. And I know that CPS is very corrupt. Good morning, Margaret. Welcome this morning. So far, we have Lisa Barkley. Barkley's on the phone from Montana. We have Livingston from LA. We have Margaret from the Kern County in California. And who else I leave out? I don't think so. Livingston started with a lot of talking and a lot of praying. So, okay, Livingston has asked a question. Can children that have been abused or in foster care sue them? I don't know what the statute of limitations are. I think you're talking to yourself, Livingston. If you're once in foster care, can you sue them when you grow up? I want to know the whole process, please. Well, the best thing you need to do is you need to ask Vincent Davis. He's your attorney, and tell him if you've been abused during your time in foster care, can you later sue CPS? And I would say yes, but it's like a lot of other things are going on right now. You need to investigate it further because there's going to be something called the statute of limitations. And so if it's been 30 years since you were last abused in foster care, it's going to be pretty hard to sue them. But it's certainly worth asking, Livingston. It's certainly worth asking. Now, Lisa, what else do you have for me?
Yes.
What else do you have for me?
I have a recording of me talking with the supervisor at the Youth Connections where they want me to do visitation.
Do you want to play that? Would you like to share that with the audience?
Yes, I'd love to. Give me just a second.
Okay, all right. Lisa is going to show us a recording or give us a recording of talking with a CPS social worker and herself. And what's the issue about? What's the issue about?
It's about the visitations and about how nobody responds, the attorneys and
Okay.
the detectives about getting raped.
All right.
And all
Okay.
that.
All right.
Yes. So I will play it for everybody. Be a second though.
Okay.
Are you still there, Bob?
Yes, I am. I'm just waiting for it to play.
Okay. Okay, hold on. I gotta get it up.
I still don't hear it, Lisa.
Okay. Wait a minute. I'm going. There it goes now. You hear it now?
Very faintly. Can you?
Hold on. Let me pause that. Billy Graham's sermon. Can you hear it, okay? What is that? I'm turning it on. Bob? Okay, now you can hear me? Okay. Okay. It was the Billy Graham.
I can barely hear it, but can you hold it close to the microphone?
Yes. How is he doing?
I don't know. Next time I know any of that information on providing the visit. So with us not doing business this week, I'm gonna have it checked out as to his availability or his stay.
Oh, because the whole time Mr. Rohr was here tormenting me, sending me messages, disturbing photos.
Is that right?
Trying to get me to go over there. Yep.
I'm sorry to hear that. And make sure to let your attorney know that.
Can I tell you about that, Anne-Marie? I called on them yesterday, okay, and it's Lindsay, because remember you helped to call and get her on the line that day?
Yeah.
And so I called, right, and the secretary answered, Craig, and said, oh, your case has been switched to another attorney, Emily. And Emily, I don't know who, but I said, when did this happen? Today, he said. It was yesterday. And why? I asked, and he had no reason, couldn't tell me why, and I just think it's disturbing. I said, none of you people care about my son. Nobody has sent me a single paper in the mail. You know? So here's the state of Montana pays his round trip ticket, his doing this and that, and then he's tormenting me and my son.
Yeah.
And I think it's sick.
Yeah.
And I'm disturbed that it's happening.
Yeah, well, we'll have to.
Especially the photos I have and everything.
Yeah. Give you contact information for Emily?
No, he said, was right then and there. This was yesterday, like I said, and I told him, I was very upset and I needed to talk to somebody right away. And he said, okay, I'm going to see what I can do. And no, he hasn't even called today at all.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
what it says to me, Anne Marie, is that, I'm being wrongfully accused. I didn't even do anything.
Right.
And here, this man, I even told him, I said, I told him this story. I said, why don't you want to work together and like go to mediation? And that's the very first parenting plan I ever did with this man. I said, you come over here anytime you want, anytime. And he never did until all of this. And then, and then he raped me on October 30th. And I've been trying to get a hold of Deputy Phillips since last Friday. And she's not responding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
So I went live last night on YouTube with these CPS defensive lawyers and talked about what's going on here in Sanders County and what's happening to my son.
Okay.
So, because this has to stop, and I want my son back. I did nothing wrong. And then I want proof of why I have to be supervised.
Okay.
Can you please find that out for me, Anne Marie? Please help me. Find that out, or someone that can tell me the answer. Or
yeah, definitely. Your attorney is where it's at, but Youth Connection has such a limited. So Youth Connection is a part of CASA, but the CASA scope is much broader. But in a case like this, I'm involved in the Youth Connection part. I just don't seek out the information on like I would, and maybe through CASA. And I know Jim he keeps in tune. But so much of this, like what you're telling me, is really something for your attorney to bring forward.
right. But they don't do nothing, Anne Marie. That's why I'm telling you guys, and so you could maybe tell Jim, because to protect my son.
Okay, I can definitely do that. I can tell Jim.
He was even writing things telling me that I'm the devil, and that we're talking about Jesus Christ. He doesn't want to hear it, and then it makes my son upset. My son loves Jesus. I have all his whole life. He sings Jesus. I have videos of this little boy.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all about God.
Yeah.
And anyways, I just find it disturbing. In the photo he sent, he zoomed in on the eyes, and his eyes are all bloodshot since. So I just got this being crying, here he'd never been alone with this man. This man, he shoved me out of his truck, tried to, and my truck doesn't even have a home. He lives in his truck. He doesn't have another address, it's just an address, but he doesn't live, he lives in his truck. And I'm just appalled that here I sit, but yet they pay his round trip ticket, the motel, the cost, but yet won't help. Why? It's like the department is trafficking my child through the foster system, and that's a bunch of crap. I'm sorry to say that word, but it is. I'm going to fight for my son. I love my son.
Right.
I love that way.
And I will tell Jim, and as far as an attorney on time, the only Emily I know out of public defender's office who gets involved in some of our cases is a woman by the name of Emily Lamson. But I don't know if that's who any of us, who they refer to.
I just don't know.
And in the meantime, have you been able to have any visits with Justin? I know that you had a couple scheduled through CPS, but you also had the transportation issues. Were you able to get any visits in with all of that?
No.
Okay.
But yes, it won't help me. But, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And especially when I'm willing to work with this man, even though he's not a good person and everything, I don't know if he believes in Christ, but I mean, I have been working on praying for my enemies, which I guess I didn't want him to be an enemy, but that's what it feels like. And I pray for him all the time, it's like what he's doing is he's hurting our son. He doesn't care because he never was he to begin with. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's so sick and surfing into what he writes. I mean, I've shot it all, so or screenshot it. So I mean, this is wrong. This is wrong. You know, I would never. And he, you know, I already Kelly too said, you know what? I would love it. How I want it to be is what like how Jesus is wanted to be. How we all love us, right? I do at least. Kelly does. Right? Says, hey, Sister Roar, okay, hopefully we should all be working together for lesson, you know, let's all do it, you know, it's not a problem. You know, but he's out for me or something. For my son, he knows that's her, and that's just evil. Yeah. Well, gosh, darn. Yeah. Gosh. Yeah. I did get an email morning on this case that they are changing work. So this is something different than your security team. You know how they live not around that, and so his children.
This is very interesting, Lisa. It's good that you're playing this.
Okay, thank you for that, sir. I'm glad I hope everybody learned and gets up. And now one of the first CPS staff in Israel is taking on this case. Her name is, you'll know this person is.
I've lost their voice. Okay.
When she wrote this morning at 7:20, she said, Jody said, when we first met with Lindsay, so she got the impression that Lindsay is still representing you because she said, I do not have Mom's email address, and so please help me to get this information to her. But I am not excluding Lisa, I just don't have her contact information. You can contact her directly. And she was the workers for her case change. With Lisa Davis out of the office. Lisa Davis, I only talked to her twice in the beginning. I've heard from her since.
Wow.
I tried to contact her, I've texted her. So she's not working. But I mean, I'm just telling you, up until this time, yeah, no, that's, she has not contacted it all the whole time. That's twice in the beginning. So Kim Houston, Fuefton, is now the CPS case worker. She is in Talent now, but she works hand in hand with Jody. Just email and her work. Let me give you Kim's phone number. It's 406-300-7448. All right. Thank you. Okay. Now, do you have any update on transportation so that we can get you some visits? No, not yet. New engines aren't easy, are they? No, but hopefully it should be done over the weekend, you know, so I'm hoping. No. Do we want to try for Monday next week? Let me see. Like if it gets done over the weekend, you should be in touch. We were going to try Mondays and Fridays. So next Monday is the March 31st. And we can try. Well, until I have some proof of why they can prove what I did, but didn't do anything, until they can prove it, I will not have a supervised visit. There's no reason for it. Okay. Mr. Roar should be supervised. My Lord, I cannot believe this. Don't you think, Justin would love to be in his room and play with his toys and... Right. God. Are
you okay if I share that statement with others, like with CPS, on that until they can prove their case, you don't have visits?
Well, no, see, I don't want it worded like that because until they can prove it, I'm not going to torture my son and myself like that. That's just too much. It's the first time, he thought he was going home, and now I just, oh, no, this is too much on my heart. I'm already getting physically ill over this, so is Kelly, so, like, I want my son back.
Yeah, okay. Are you comfortable? I mean, I need to let them know why your connection isn't doing visits. Would you be comfortable if I said...
Because it's a setup and it's an ambush. There you go.
Okay, it's a setup and an ambush?
That's right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm not playing it, so... I didn't do nothing, so where's the proof?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. I love my son. Yeah. I will fight for him to the death, just like I would for Christ. Those are the only two people I'll die for, my son and Christ.
Okay. Okay.
I'd love for you to share the stuff about Mr. Roar that I've been telling you about, too. Go for it. Please do.
I will let them know that he has been contacting you.
I have all the evidence.
In a disturbing manner, and you're saving it all.
Absolutely. I have been since 2019, since he bothered me January 2nd.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I just want my son back, and he can be part of his life and come over anytime he wants to.
Yeah.
Mr. Roar, no problem. He can enjoy the meal, watch the gifting, or whatever it may be. And then he cannot stay at my home, but he would, come over the next day and stay in a motel or something, Fine. No problem.
Yeah.
No problem, And I just love how everybody's asked me about my son's diet. I love how you guys are really checking into his autism and ADHD, which was supposed to be happening before he got disturbed. This is really distressing. And then to know he broke his it's just sad. It's sad. It's so sad. And he's the one suffering, It breaks my heart.
Yeah.
And it's wrong. This is wrong, and you know it. And it's wrong.
I've never met Justin. I've never talked to Justin. I'm hoping that he's not missing you. I mean, that's odd to say. I'm hoping that not having supervised visits isn't too traumatic for him.
Either way, this is all traumatic. You know what I mean? Either way,
exactly.
Even doing it, it's all traumatic.
Yeah.
So,
I just that the lack of supervised visits isn't adding to the trauma, and I don't know.
Oh yeah, it is. It is adding to it because there's no reason for this.
Yeah.
I should be able to pick him up and anything, and bring him back, but still, that shouldn't even be happening. I should just be able to take him home and, because it's wrong.
Yeah.
You can't just take people's kids for no reason.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you can't. There's that Pontiac mother I've seen on the YouTube. 3 years she left her kid, and here she just, and she was a bad person. I mean, that's awful. Now, those kind of people should lose their children. My son is a good person. He loves Jesus. He's a warrior. I have videos of him praising God, singing. I'll show it all in the courts, and that's what it comes down to. But because this is wrong, and now he's being mentally abused by his biological father.
Like I said, the Bible would be very limited to providing you supervised visits if you want them. I will share your information here with CPS so that they understand why we're not doing supervised visits. But also know that if and when you want to see Justin, I'm just a phone call away. And we'll make it happen. Okay.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And
Yeah,
I
and I
appreciate you listening to me and just, because I'm just talking logical. I mean,
I
it's
hear
just
you.
so disturbing. And I just sit here and pray for my baby. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
Poor little guy. All right, well, I'll let you go, Anne-Marie. And let me know about the attorney thing, please. You can see what that's about. All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that was it, guys. Did you get it, Bob? Hello?
Yes, I was thinking in my mind, and I was flipping through my mind. And I closed it for a second to think back and recollect the story you're sharing with us about the social worker trying to help you by giving you another number. Did that number ever work out?
That was just the number she left for, I guess, the Emily, the new public defender. But like I said, Kelly got an email yesterday and told me about it. So I called, and it was the number to the Lindsay attorney, public defender. So I left a message, and I think I called twice. Been writing it down, like you said, to make the log. And but yeah, no return call yet. No return call.
Yep, understood there. And so there's been no recall since you placed that call, right?
That's absolutely correct. And that's why I have an appointment this afternoon, but then after that I will call Dodge and I will call the White House, and I'm doing those calls next for my son.
Good. Does anybody else have any questions they'd like to ask either one of us, or have any other topic to talk about before I select a topic here? I've been trying to use the latest Google topics.
I didn't hear anything, Bob.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm trying to find, they keep talking about the Chicago schools and CPS EDU, and I trying to find something here.
And then I will also not just be calling the Dodge and the White House. I also will be doing what I think, as somebody mentioned last night through the program, was to get a hold of the anchor. I forgot. I'll look on there and see who it was. ABC News. And send them all the information, everything I have. Yes. They gave me the reporter who does that. Their name.
Oh, okay, good.
I got to save my son. Yep. These people are bad.
Now, here's something interesting. in the Chicago schools, what they're doing is that there's guidance and resource regarding the new presidential administration. This regarding the potential impact of the incoming presidential administration on CPS school committees. So CPS is going to be looked like it part of Doge there. I'm trying to find something else here. I'm looking right now. I'm still. Okay. I'm at the good news there, so hopefully. Wow. There's a rally coming up in California at Sacramento, May 11th, for a change in the welfare system. Now, the LA Times had an investigation going on. Let's see what it says. Governor Newsom of California signs a bill to crack down on parent requirements in child abuse cases. A new state law cracks down on the accountability for providers of parenting classes that are often court-ordered in child abuse and neglect cases but have gone unregulated and failed to keep children out of danger. Governor Newsom signed AB Bill 3145 on Sunday, which creates the Foster Care Justice System through Meaningful Help for Parents Act. It requires that parent courses provided as part of the Family Preservation Service prove that those services are actually working. This bill requires the California Department of Social Service publish an annual report on the data for the first time. Earlier this year, a Time investigator found that the state lacked oversight of court-ordered parenting classes, routine required by judges as part of case plans where parents seek to regain custody of children after children's service has been intervened. Although national research shows that some parenting classes can help prevent child abuse and keep deserving families together, in California the offer amount to an overprescribed bureaucracy remedy with no clear track record of success. Participation in them can sway custody rulings despite a lack of oversight and data, according to more than 20 child welfare experts who spoke to the Times, including social workers, attorneys, retired judges, parents, and providers. A troubling investigation report published by the LA Times reviews that we have no factual basis for concluding that the millions of dollars we spend on service to help a family reunify with their children actually help those families. Nor do we have any factual basis for concluding that when a parent successfully complete court-ordered services, it is predictable safe to return a child to the parent's care. Black women organized for political action, pointing out the disproportionate number of children of color in the foster care system in a statement which supports the bill. In the case of Noah Quattro, a 4-year-old who died in 2019 because his parents completed weeks of classes meant to make them better guardians before a judge placed them back in their custody. His mother attended cultural relevant classes held at Community Resource Center in Palmdale that was ranked as unable, unable to be rated on the state clearinghouse meant to recommend appropriate programs. His father attended classes at church led by a pastor not mentioned on California program clearinghouse at all. They were later charged with his murder. Autopsy ruled the boy died by suffocation, and numerous injuries include rib fractures caused by significant force that were found in a small body. It was a month before his 5th birthday. Court-ordered parenting class was also part of a family reunification process in LA County cases such as those of 8-year-old Gabriel Hernandez, who died in 2013, and 10-year-old Avos, who died in 2018. In both cases, the boys were known to child protectors before they tortured and murdered for their guardians were sent to prison. Assembly Bill Isaac Bryan, a Democrat from Los Angeles, who was the author of the bill, was once in the child welfare system and was adopted by a foster parent as a baby. California courts rely on these services to determine whether a family can safely reunify. We need to be confident that they're effective and have lasting positive impacts on both parents and children. Well, that sounds discouraging. It sounds like parenting classes aren't helping some parents. I think what's the biggest problem is there are all kinds of cases. And the people that come to my show here, they're on my show here, are here because, let me see, I've lost my show here. Hold on a second. Somehow. Are you still there with me, Lisa?
Yes, I'm still here, sir.
Okay, I want to make sure. I can't seem to find my show. It's weird. It was here.
Did you get disconnected, or?
Well, there I am. I found myself. It was one tab. We got sent back there. Let's see, Livingston. Now, Livingston shared with us, he says from his country where I had been I've been Guacamole. We didn't have CPS there, and conservative country and people are very Christian and very close to God. The country does well without any evil things there. Well, thank you for sharing that, Livingston. And Lisa, I looked at my time. It's 11 o'clock, and we need to end the live stream. But I want to thank all my listeners.
Okay.
I want to thank you, Lisa Barkley, for coming in. You got yourself your work cut out for you. Livingston from LA, thank you for being a part of this live stream. And thank you, Margaret. That is really that's really good to share what you had to share there. Let me see. Anybody else we have this morning? No, I think that's about it. I want to thank for the thumbs up from Janice Williams. Thank you very much. And all of you, please keep fighting for your return of your children. Do not give up. God bless you all. And this is Bob Pace signing off.